Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the big game switch. No, seriously. Welcome back to a new version of new episodes of Port Royal 2, in which I will continue dealing with some Spanish while still trying to find artifacts and all that. I also am really much considering to actually sail out to the Bahamas. One reason is this, because that would seriously hurt my business. Keep on fighting them. Although I do have to give the French and the Dutch some Spanish city, at least Corpus Christi to the French, whenever possible Tampico too, and Gibara to the Dutch, and whenever possible Santiago too. So it's a bit of a choice, but the main reason I want to go to Tampico is, to the I'll be damned. I completely forgot about something. The main reason I want to go here was that we had a sailor mentioning something about a sea monster, and I hope to go there and hopefully defeat it, because that sea monster is something special. That ship is at full strength. So what I am going to do is monitoring the Spanish for sure. That's what I start with. While making sure I have the right number of crew available. And now I'm going to sail here, because what I completely forgot about is that this also has an artifact, which means it's very likely I won't be able to find the other artifacts at the other spots, because this one has spawned and isn't picked up yet. And the reason I will monitor Spanish ships, like that one is a Dutch one, heavily damaged, is, well, Spain being at war with 3 countries, I could take this one out. Where's with Spain being at war with 3 countries, they will be damaged on their fleets quite a lot. So if I'm planning things right, I may actually be able to weaken the Spanish without fighting too much, and by that be in a much better condition. Let's see. Carrack, and Well, it doesn't matter which frigate I actually take. Going back. So far nothing happened, and the letter of marque remains, but span is at normal strength right now. Here comes the next fight. Never mind. Speed 12. This convoy is going down, for sure. Just going to catch up on... Hey! Oh. That's funny. Because the Dutch convoy actually sailed past the Spaniards. Well, this was actually the best opportunity to attack it and to destroy it. Mm. 6 days. Wow. So I guess I won't be able to. 4 days. We can have one more ship, okay. So that military convoy is actually dealing with privateering instead of doing something to the military. Frankly speaking, if I'm able to capture, I had 2 port cities from French and I got half of Manzanillo. If I'm able to capture at least 2 cities from Spain for the French, I could, in fact, set up a second player town. And I have 2 options, 3 options in Florida, 1 other option on Cuba, an option on Haiti. Looking at one, probably one close to San Juan. And several options in the Mexico area, Central America and Northern South America. There we have Joe Laurentius again. He's off for a trip, so he's probably going to one of the cities to do something to stop the trading efforts and whatever. Okay, that solved one problem. I guess I don't have to look for Spanish ships anymore, because the only one fighting Spain at the moment are the English, and I'm not going to bother with those yet. So instead, I'm doing my second attempt to go to the Bahamas. One 00, okay. San Juan. He's got some nerve to attack a governor town. Triple 0. Don't have that much time left on this convoy to keep them training, so we'll send it to Manzanillo soon. Before morale will drop too far. Don't need him anymore.
Surely you have already come face to face with a buccaneer, or have already accepted a letter of marque. It was probably the Roman writer Polybius who first mentioned the word pirate, pirato, at around 140 BC. Since then, many different words have been used to refer to these fearful seafaring villains. Corsairs, freebooters, buccaneers, filibusters. The men who surrounded Klaus Stortbeker were known as the Vitalian Brotherhood, and Bartholomew Roberts gave himself and his band of murderous thugs the rather innocuous title Gentlemen of Fortune. Ultimately, however, it made little difference to the trader who it was who emerged out of the void to attack his ship. Buccaneers have been a scourge to mankind down through the ages in every corner of the world. In ancient times, the Sicilian pirates spread such terror across the entire Mediterranean that the Roman Empire was forced to mount regular campaigns against them. Hidden islands and jagged coastlines located near to frequently travelled trade routes were the ideal areas of pirate activity. Those areas where reefs, currents and bad weather conditions made easy targets of the cumbersome trading ships provided a refuge to which one could quickly retreat after the outrage had been committed. The coast of Asia Minor was as feared in ancient times as the Caribbean was during the Age of Discovery, while the pirates of Southeast Asia assumed an almost mythical status. According to the origins of the word, a buccaneer was actually a seaman who put to sea as a private individual, not as a sailor of the navy, in search of booty, and who was therefore considered to be engaged in piracy. However, the issuing of letters of marque gave some of the Caribbean buccaneers a semblance of legality. These documents were issued by English, French or Dutch governors, and their purpose was to direct the scourge of piracy at the opposing powers. The ease with which letters of marque could be obtained depended on the particular governor. One governor would consider it dishonourable to enter into a pact with pirates. Others were rather less scrupulous, or may simply have been corrupt or cowardly.
Yeah, or they were just ordered by the government to loot as many enemy ships as possible, because eventually the government itself would also benefit from it. And to correct something else, the right name of this person is, considering he's a German, Klaus Störtebeker, and not Klaus Störtebeker as he would call. Anyway, Captain. 000, Captain. Accept. And you are going to Turks Islands. Well, look at that. Like I said, I probably didn't find that because there is an artifact spawned at that point. And indeed. So, next one. Also, with that done, I might as well send him to Turks now. And continue looking for artifacts again. I think to Margarita, Isla Margarita, that one. So I will send them to Granada first. Send his. Holy shoot, 6? Oh well, I can deal with that. So we're going to do a naval fight. Also, he is... no, 3 levels. Need 1 more skill point. Nothing there. Oh, where's the other ship? Here. That's also a way to make money. So 12 artifacts. I think I need 24 in total. So we still have quite a number to find. One caravel, 2 carracks, 1 It's pretty obvious which ships I want to take. Not that one, but those two for sure. Yeah, more is one. 7 days. Okay. Well, 19. I got 9 days. 3 days for repairing. Very well. One double zero. Nothing. Aye, that was the wrong ship. So I lost 20,000. Oh well.
It's good to see you here. Come, I cannot task you with capturing a town belonging to another nation on my behalf, because we are not at war at the present time. However, things may change very quickly. Come back to me if they do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so happy you've come to visit me again. I've told all my friends of your adventures. But now you must tell me more, for the girls are longing for more information.
300 hemp. Let's see how much I have in stock. Nothing. The corn machine would have been better. Oh well. Never mind. Prepared? Yes. Time to fight. So I have to deal with 3 big ships, a frigate and a military corvette. Those 2 are my primary targets. The other one will come in later. Basic idea of the pirate is to encircle me and to make sure that they are able to capture me, which is why they will always send big ships after me. The problem is that both the military corvette and the military frigate are the ones being able best to outmaneuver me and to capture me. So I have to deal with those 2 first. Because as you can see, it's the corvette that's causing me the biggest headaches right now. It's damaging my hull big time. And oof. Am I glad that I lost that fight on purpose last time? Because right now I'm able to win this fight because it's a lot easier. Damn. And I just finished boarding a ship that way. Really lucky me. Or really unlucky me, because the other ones are still chasing me. But my chances have increased a lot more actually, as I thought it would. Not for long though. Because like I said, their goal is, as you can see, sink my ships. So, ship-wise, score is even. Crew and gun-wise, they still have that advantage. Except this time, I'm the guy having the slight advantage when it comes to ships. Because that frigate is still better suited to sail against the wind instead of the big ones up here. Two. Things will be better as soon as I'm able to take him out. I'm working on that, so just be careful that I'm not going to be caught in a crossfire. Or simply being caught in any kind of fire. Especially with that military frigate approaching. I'm having a problem. I'm certainly going to lose that fight, so I'm stuck. Unless I'm really lucky. I doubt I'm lucky, because that big one is outgunning me. So score is 2 for me, or better said, 2 ships lost to for me, and 1 for them. I need to go down. And I need to take care of that military frigate first. Because that one is the biggest problem right now. Not the other ones, this one. If I'm able to take that one out, I'm in. Because the other ones have a real bad situation for considering wind and things like that. Bingo. Now they're doomed. I've won. So the only thing left is to scrape everything to get the crew out.
Make ready to board! Everyone in position!
So, score is equal again. At least when it comes to ships. Not when it comes to crew. Irony, I do have more crew. Except not active. And, more important perhaps, I have 2 more maneuverable ships available to me. This is my last military frigate. And I still have 2 corvettes. So with some luck, I'm able to get this done with one ship now. As long as I'm able to spin them, going around in circles, nothing is wrong. Unless, of course, I miss.
Make ready to board! Everyone in position!
To switch ammo without using the mouse keypad. Numeral keypad. Number 1 is the grape shot. Going to split. Wouldn't surprise me if they actually sent a ship away now. So I have to deal with another ship again. Looks like it.
All
Number
clear for action.
4
We're
is
ready to
boarding.
board.
Yep. Got you. So I lost 2 ships, but eventually I got all 5. So, corvette, frigate for sure, caravel, carrack, and the other carrack, and I leave the galleon. No goods. Cinque de Mayo. 38%, 49%. Now, that's the idea to put that one in. I guess this is one way to complete missions. Mission accomplished. Yeah, pretty easy if you do it like that. Cloth and rum, okay. France. The one I didn't want. I'm currently checking all those ints for two reasons. One, a good captain. Always looking for a good captain. The other one, to see if I'm able to get a mission from the tavern. But so far the only missions I actually see are the ones I don't want to take. Either because I don't have the resources, like the one for the hemp and the coffee. That should do. Yeah, I really should start concentrating more on the trading routes to get a better balance. But big problem, really the big problem is the fact that it's very hard to calculate what a city needs if you don't have the right traveling times, and more important, the weekly need. If I knew how much a city would need, it would be very easy for me to calculate how much goods I have to send on a convoy, because traveling time isn't that complicated. What I have to do is simply use a slow ship and one with using a captain which isn't having any sailing skill, which are pretty much everywhere around. So 0 in this, and with that sail from one city to Manzanillo, or from Manzanillo to the city. Check how long it takes, and as soon as I know that, I know I can calculate exactly how much a fleet has to transport to supply the city during the trip. So, for instance, if a city is using 70 grain in a week, that's 10 grain a day, and it takes my fleet 2 days to sail from Manzanillo to that city. That means the full trip is doing 5 days. 2 days sailing, half a day trading, 2 days sailing, half a day trading. That means I have to load 50 grain. Considering I need to keep in mind that the city grows, I will actually load up, for instance, 51 or 52 grain. And with that, I'm able to supply the city with enough goods to keep the population happy, fed, etc., etc. He may be one of the captains able to do that. And to continue with that, as soon as I know the sailing time, so as expected, the one over there at the Bermudas was actually the reason why I couldn't find any artifact. So everything's going better. My funds are increasing. I'm starting to find artifacts. The only thing I shouldn't do is ignoring that ship. It's possible I start to find a lot of those. And the best part, I can't actually remember whether or not I did visit the Bermudas before. If I did, forgetting to visit that spot is, well, it's not a grave mistake, but it's a big mistake. If I haven't, I'd be pretty lucky all the time. But to continue what I said about that formula, knowing my weekly demand, knowing the traveling time, using half a day for trading in one station, so a full day for two stations, is making it possible for me to calculate close to the exact amount what's needed, as numbers will be rounded up, which means I have to add a little bit more to everything to make sure it works. And over time, I only have to check if a city is well enough supplied. If it isn't, I only need to find out what the new weekly demand is and adjust that using the same formula to get the exact amount, round it up. I never round down, I always round up. So with that, I am actually oversupplying. But at the same time, by doing that, I also figure out how much of a certain amount I need to deliver. Like currently I need to deliver less cotton and more corn on this convoy. St. Augustine. Which means edit Mons Neo. I'm going to load 60. Because, like I said, I have no idea how much is used. There's not a single way to track that. I also think the hunter has hunter already docked there? No. There he is. Well, convoy still needs to be repaired. Now what do we have in port? 1, 2, 3, 4 corvettes, 2 frigates, 7 military corvettes, and 2 frigates. And this one is made of 3 by 2. And he got corvettes as well. Okay. Right. That's the trainer using Corvette. Let's see if we can find something interesting. Pirate and a very nice captain. Hmm. But I didn't check. What I actually need to do is get other goods. Tampa is coffee, corn and cotton. Dyes. I think all of them are dyes over here. Dyes. Tampico. Sugar, hemp and coffee. I should get into coffee. Yeah, this isn't the problem, because I've got enough tobacco and dyes, but coffee and cocoa is a problem, and I really need to get into that. Thing is, it's all located in enemy territory. And attacking and splitting things up isn't really a good idea. Cayman is cocoa. But again, cotton. But I don't, yeah, I do need cotton. And dyes, actually. I need more cotton and more dyes over here. Let's see how that works out. Good. I just got ourselves, well, not me, but we do have a hideout discovered, which is very useful. Very, very useful. I also need to increase the amount of hemp on this convoy. That also means that this one is going to sail south in 10 days. Because we have a pirate's nest to deal with. Probably once again a sideways attack, but we'll see. It's going to be next episode anyway. And this one is suitable for a trading convoy as well. Raw materials in Turks. No. Hemp. Yeah, running short on hemp. Dyes, cotton. Bee. Business. Hemp. At least I'm able to build one house. Okay. So it's going to increase over here. And I probably have to start looking for more cities doing hemp. I would almost support the English in the fight against Spain if it wasn't for those 17 cities. Nothing here. So let's see. I think I'm going to miss out on that captain here. By the time this ship is there, you won't be able to have 2 skill points, but it's slow. I'm also a bit surprised that despite having so many ships out, I don't see any wreckage or not stowaways. The other guys, the ones who were shipwrecked, those people. Anything like that. Not a bottle for the treasure map. No treasure map at all. Do I have a ship available? Yeah, him. And him. Does it matter? Done. So things like that aren't here. That's one option. But instead spawn in the area in between. Or my ships simply don't see them. I don't know what it is. But like I said, I don't see anything. I was afraid of that. Took too long, so that good captain is gone. Hopefully I'm able to find the guy here in time. So he got his butt kicked. Where's my trainer? So the next city on my list would be San Juan. Okay. My, or not. Gone. Holy mouse. Well, like I said, I didn't find any bottles. Now we do. Piece of the treasure map. Let's follow this one for a bit and see how much that's actually asked for. $180. Okay, so he is able to buy. We have 45 coffee. Buying 28. Ah, yes. Because cargo hold is filled up. Right. Anyway, it's been an interesting episode, I think. We defeated pirates. We missed a couple of good captains. We did find an artifact, or actually 2 artifacts eventually. And we managed to get at least one enemy convoy. Defeated, and currently Spanish are going back to, yeah, of course, back to 32, but it's okay. So interesting. We are doing financially pretty well. Except for the treasure map. But everything's going up again, so I think I'm very happy with, well, not very happy, but I'm happy with everything. And I do hope you've been enjoying this too, because I did. So I hope to see you next week. Have a good week. Goodbye.